Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's episode is going to be all about Charlotte Tilbury's latest instant look in a palette 5-minute face on the go. Instant look in a palette 5-minute face on the go, and this particular palette is in Beauty Glow is like the shade name. I purchased mine off of the Beautylish site, and if you're interested in hearing my thoughts on this palette, watching me do a very quick demo with it, and also if you want to see swatches compared to the other two previous palettes, then just keep on watching. So Charlotte Tilbury just came out with her latest face palette. It retails for $75. This palette is limited edition, so once it sells out, I believe it will be gone. Just like the other instant look in a palettes. So it comes with 3 eyeshadows, a bronzer, a highlight, and 2 cheek products, which is Charlotte Tilbury's kind of blush situation. She always has sort of 2 colors going on for the cheeks. If you've ever bought her blushes, they have that outer color and the pop color in the middle, so this is sort of replicating that idea. So in terms of the eyeshadows, there's 2 satiny colors, 1 matte color, which is this dark color here, and then the bronzer has a little bit of a sheen to it, the highlighter has more sheen to it, and the 2 cheek colors have a little bit of sheen to them as well. So the name Beauty Glow for this particular palette really sort of defines what's going on here with all the sort of glow and the shimmer, and you'll see in my demo how like the blush really sort of glows when it goes on. It's just really pretty. So let me go ahead and do some swatches for you. I was trying to figure out what was best in terms of comparing them to the other palettes. Now this is the Natural Beauty palette. This was the very first one that she came out with, and let me just hold them up side by side. So this is the Natural Beauty one, the original one, and this is the Beauty Glow. She came out next with the Seductive Beauty, and I think she was either planning on this or listened to feedback and made this one a little bit more pigmented, and here it is next to the Beauty Glow. So this is Seductive Beauty and this is Beauty Glow. So I feel like there's a broader range with these eyeshadows here, but I like the face products in this one better. There's just a little bit more pigment in them. So the Film Star Bronze and Glow is very similar to the highlight and bronze product in the Natural Glow, and I will swatch all of these for you. So anyway, I was trying to figure out what was, how was the best way to swatch all of this. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch all of the lightest eye colors next to one another, and then the medium eye colors next to one another, and then the dark eye colors from all 3 of the palettes, just so you can compare each sort of individual pan to one another. And then I'll do the same thing with the bronzers, the highlights, and the cheek the blush products. So here is the first eyeshadow from all 3 palettes. So this is the Natural Beauty, Seductive Beauty, and then Beauty Glow. This is the newest one. And you can see that these 2 are fairly similar. This one is just a little bit warmer in tone. And then this one is the matte one from Natural Beauty. And then here is the second color from all 3 palettes. So this is from Natural Beauty, Seductive Beauty, and then this is the Beauty Glow. Very different. And these all have a satin finish. And then here's the third eyeshadow from all 3 palettes. So this is the Natural Beauty, Seductive Beauty, and then this is the Beauty Glow color. And then here are the Swish cheek colors from the 3 palettes. So this is Natural Beauty, Seductive Beauty, and Beauty Glow. I love how sort of like burnt this color looks. It's really pretty on the skin. And then here are the 3 cheek pop colors. This is Natural Beauty, Seductive Beauty, and Beauty Glow. They look much more similar in the pan than they do swatched. So here is the bronze from all 3 palettes plus the Film Star Bronze and Glow. So this is Natural Beauty, Seductive Beauty, Beauty Glow, and then Film Star Bronze and Glow. And I do think that these 3 are probably the same. The Seductive Beauty obviously is a bit darker. And here are the highlight swatches. Sorry, this is so difficult to show on camera. It's so close to my skin tone, but here's Natural Beauty, Seductive Beauty, which probably shows up the most, and then Beauty Glow and Film Star Bronze and Glow. So again, I think the Natural Beauty, Beauty Glow and Film Star Bronze and Glow are the same, and the Seductive Beauty is a little bit darker and warmer. It actually has a very sort of pretty peach tone to it. So while I like this palette, I mean, I really like this palette. I love the face products. I'm a huge fan of Charlotte Tilbury's Film Star Bronze and Glow, and her bronzers and highlighters are just, they're always so beautiful. They're always so natural, but it, you know, it does something. It's very, very effective without being like too in your face, and I really, really love that. And I like this palette the most out of all of the Instant Look in a palettes. It's the warmest. I feel like I like most of the products in here. So if you like to watch a demo of me putting on these products, then just keep on watching. So I've already put foundation and concealer and everything on. I have a mixture of the Koh Gen Do and Giorgio Armani Fluid Sheer on my face. I mixed the two together. This is in shade 143, and this is number 10 in the Armani. It's like, it has a nice kind of bronzy glow to it, and I thought with this palette it would work really well. And then I am using the Charlotte Tilbury Retoucher Concealer around my eyes, and I've set my face with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder, and I use it in color 1 Fair. And I've done my brows. So let's just jump right into the actual palette, and I'm going to start with bronzer. I'm going to go in with a big fluffy bronzer brush, get my hair out of the way, and I'm just going to dab it right into this pan, and then apply it where I normally would, you know, hollows of my cheeks, up around my temples, and around the perimeter of my forehead. I really love these Charlotte Tilbury The Face products in here, the bronze, blush, and highlight. Let me move on to the blushes. So if you're familiar with Charlotte Tilbury's sort of blush theory, she has a swish and a pop color. So this is the swish color, this is the pop color, and the swish is supposed to go a bit higher on the cheeks, and the pop is supposed to go kind of on the apples of your cheeks. At least that's how I understand it. So I'm going to start with the swish, and I'm just going to dip my blush brush in there. Some people, I feel like, have commented that these pans are too small for the brush. I don't find that to be the case. My brush fits right in there, so works for me. Tap off the excess, and I love this cheek color. It has like a really warm, neutral, glowy tone to it. So I'm going to take that same brush and dip into the pop color, place that on the apples of my cheeks. I think I went a little heavy-handed with the blush, so I'm going to take my powder brush and just sort of buff that all together and kind of blur it out a little bit more. Let's move into the eyes. I'm going to start with, I'm just going to go across. I'm going to start with the light and move to the dark, and I'm going to use a fluffy brush and just dip into that light color and just sort of sweep that all over. It has a nice shimmery finish, so I think it's going to give the lid like a really nice glow. And then next, I'm going to use sort of a pinched fluffy brush and go into that second color and place that in my crease. I think what I do like about this entire palette is that it really is, it's just easy. It's just really, really easy. You really can't go wrong. I feel like if you just sat here and brushed all three of these colors on your lids somewhere, a semi-decent look would come out. And then I'm going to take a little pencil brush and go into the darkest color. It's far from dark, but it's the darkest color in this palette. And I'm just gonna kind of work on the outer corner of my eye here. I'm also gonna sort of line my eye with it too. This dark shade is probably my least favorite of the shadows. It doesn't seem like it sticks or that it stays put. The other shadows seem to stay put just fine, but the dark one seems to kind of just sort of brush away every time I try and blend it. And then I actually went out of order, didn't I? I did the bronzer, the blush, and then the eyeshadows, and I didn't do the highlighter. So let me do the highlighter now. I'm gonna go in with my highlighter brush from Anastasia Beverly Hills and load that brush up. I love Charlotte Tilbury highlighters. They're so satiny. You know, they don't look like wet or like super shiny. They're just really, really satiny, and I think it's just it's so complimentary. All right, I'm gonna do one last thing, which I forgot to do, which I like to do, which is add just a little bit of blush across my nose. I think it gives a really nice sort of, you know, sun-kissed look. So I'm gonna go in actually with the bronzer brush, and I'm gonna go into the dark color here, just a tap, and just lightly brush that across the bridge of my nose here. All right, so I'm gonna go off camera and add some lipstick and liner and lashes, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so I just completed my look with some eyeliner. I used the NARS longwear eyeliner. Is it the larger than life longwear eyeliner, or is this color larger than life? Actually, I have no idea. Anyway, it's this eyeliner. It comes in like a little twisty up. Anyway, it is like a metallic brown. I thought that would go nicely with the color scheme that was happening. And then threw on some lashes, and then I used Charlotte Tilbury products on my lips. I am using the Iconic Nude Lip Liner, the Hepburn Honey lipstick, which is like this shade, and covered it with the Ibiza Nights Charlotte Tilbury lip gloss. So all in all, I really like the look that I end up with when I use this palette. I love the face products. I really like the bronzer, the highlighter, the blushes. I especially love that darker cheek shade. This is not a blush that I think you find very often. I have some very nude blushes. I have some very sort of red blushes, dark blushes, but they all sort of lean, the darker ones lean like towards like mauve. And this has like almost like a coppery, highlighty bit to it. It's really, really gorgeous. The eye colors I don't find especially special or unique, I should say. 1 and 2 I think perform fine. They go on the lid. They seem to kind of do what they need to do. This dark smoke color, I don't know if you could tell from the demo, but it was like, you know, I put it on and it was like the more you tried to work with it, the more it just sort of blended away. So not a fan of this smoke color. I wish it was a little bit darker too, because you can't really get that much depth with your eye look, and maybe that's what she meant for this. She meant for just sort of like a shimmery, simple sort of look, which is what you get when you use this palette. So I think it's all in all a really wonderful palette. If it's something that you just want to kind of bring, like if you're a wedding guest, if you're a bridesmaid, that sort of thing, this is like a wonderful sort of like one-stop shop with a great mirror. You know, if you're going some places, if you're traveling, this mirror is awesome. It does stand up. So I do love this palette all in all. I just have a problem with that one dark shadow. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review with the comparison swatches and the super quick demo, since this is supposed to be a 5-minute face on the go. And please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please comment below if you've purchased this, or if you have any questions about it or whatever, let me know. And yeah, subscribe if you'd like to see more videos from me, and I will see you in my next video.